I have this like built up fire, this energy really like deep inside me at the moment that I feel like I need to use. I want to use. You know, I'm 20, I'm going to be 21 next month. I'm still very young in the grand scheme of things. Like, these are my prime years. I'm fit. I'm probably not mature. Well, I'm obviously more mature than I was perhaps a year ago or 2 years ago, 5-10 years ago. But you know, I haven't got the maturity, the experience, the intellect of a 30, 40, 50, 60 plus, you get the idea, year old. I'm in that like nice sweet spot where I have this abundance of energy and abundance of time that I feel like I should be putting to good use, and I want to put to good use. And I feel like now is, I've sort of been waiting for the right idea, the right moment, the right time to just unleash it. And I feel like now's that time. I want a challenge. I want something to push me. I want something to dedicate my time to, whether it not really mean anything in the moment per se, but you know, something in reflection that I can look back on and go, yeah, I did that. Gain some experience. And I think something it's not been like a regular, reoccurring idea in my meditation or just, you know, in life in general. But I've been thinking of getting a second job, a night shift job, which sounds, I think, insane to most people, to run a day and night job. But that's almost what makes me want to do it. I'm not fussed about the money. I don't really give a shit about the money. But I wanna like challenge my mind, my physical body, and I want to push it to the limit and find what it's truly capable of. Am I capable of working stupidly long hours a day? You know? I don't know. But I want to find out, because now is the best chance to do that. You know, as I say, like, I'm 21, gonna be 21 next month. I'm young, I'm the fittest I've ever been, strongest I've ever been physically. I've always liked to think I have a pretty strong mental state. And I've obviously had moments in my life, particularly in the last couple years, that have mentally challenged me or tested my mental state and my physical state. Well, sorry, not my physical state as much. But I think working like crazy long hours, even if it's just for a year, push the limit of what my body is capable of doing. And you know, it might suck. It probably will suck. But I want it to suck. I want to prove to myself prove to people around me that I'm highly capable of pushing my limits, my physical and mental limits. And that's why I want to do this. I don't even know if it's something that's doable. You know, I only work mornings and like early afternoons at the moment gardening. So my idea is that I continue doing that 5 days a week and then sleep in the afternoon and then go to the gym and get like a night shift job working in like a warehouse, or I don't know if supermarkets still do night shift work, but I don't care how like boring or monotonous it is. I don't give a shit if it like takes it out of me, because I want it to do that. I want to push myself. And I think the fact that the fact I don't think about this, I don't think about this all the time, but particularly the last 6 months since April 2024, April 2025 events occurred. I feel like I've just been waiting for like the fire to channel my energy into, like the next thing to get no sleep over. And I obviously still dabble with crypto and investing, but it's not, as I say, like money doesn't really bother me in the same way anymore. Like I feel like the experience I gained from learning how to trade, and I met some pretty cool people. I've now made some cool friends from doing that. I just haven't had like the drive to really push myself to trade how I was like this time a year ago, 18 months ago. Like I feel like I've done it, and I have been getting a little bit of a spark to do it again, but I think my motives this time would be completely different. Before I was very money driven and just solely pure profit driven. But as a consequence of that, I think people often assume the word consequence as like a negative. You can have a positive consequence. As a consequence of me learning how to trade and take on high risk and stuff, I learned a lot about myself and the world, the economy, and I base a lot of my thought processes against that. Like I think back to like the beginning of 2024, I was getting maybe 4-5 hours sleep a night, and the feeling of getting like that little sleep and then waking up the next day and doing it all over again was, oh man, it was so much fun. It's fucking hard though, but I want that again. And so I think if I got like a night shift job, so something doing like physical manual labor of the gardening and a warehouse job, will just push myself to my physical limit. And then as a bonus, I can channel that, the money I do make, the extra money I have each month, I can just put it away and, you know, forget about it. I don't need to spend it. I don't want to spend it. As I've mentioned before, like, there is no amount more money you can give me that will change my life any more than, well, wait, how do I phrase this? There's no amount of money you can give me that's going to change my life and the way I live it right now. But I'm craving that like constantly feeling tired, because it's fucking rewarding. And I think if I change I have changed my mindset away from making money to instead generating experience, gaining knowledge and understanding of myself. And a byproduct of that is that I just happen to make money. As I say, it's a bonus. And the idea is that I do that for like a year or so, and then next year I go traveling again and whatnot, and find like a new test with that. I think I want to do more solo traveling, because I think that's where I saw a lot of growth in my life doing that, and I think I don't want to say I was a different person after it, but you know, you do feel different. And yeah, I'm just hungry, man. I'm hungry for work. I have just so much drive at the moment, and I think this is my best way of channeling it, is to just push myself. I feel like I've said that about 25 times already. I guess that's what I can call this talk. Pushing myself. Anyway, that's just been what's on my mind. Wait, that made no sense. That's been what? Wait, why can't I speak? That's what's been on my mind for the last couple of days and intermittently the last couple of months. And I think the fact that it keeps coming up in my thoughts every so often is an indicator that I should just do it. It's not a persistent one, so I can't trust my gut 100% on it. But you know, that's why it's my whole goal this year. It's my whole goal this year with my meditation and just life in general is to be able to listen to my intuition, and I think my intuition's talking to me on this one. I just have a feeling, a gut feeling. And you know, I've been saying since the start of the year, like, I feel like 2026, this year is a big year for me. And I'm still not entirely sure how that is going to manifest itself. But I think doing this could be the right direction. So, you know, tonight I'm going to have a look, see if it's even like something I can do. I don't know if night shift jobs locally to me is even a thing? I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. But anyway, today, it's leg day. I actually managed to gain weight this week. Thank fuck. I'm 100% convinced my scales were just fucking broken last week. Yeah, I don't know. There's no way I've put on 3 kilo this week. There's just, the math isn't mathing there. I also don't look 3 kilo heavier, so. You know what? My legs do look bigger. And speaking of legs, it's fucking leg day. I've been trying to. I actually dialed back my leg training again. I was doing legs twice a week, but now I've gone back to once a week because I just feel like I was struggling to recover quick enough, and having now gone back to once a week, I'm actually progressively overloading, so I'm making progress and I can see the difference in my legs. So I'm gonna stick to that.